And yes. And how are you? How are you?
Okay.
How
Yes,
are you?
I'm good, thank
That's
you.
great. I'm Minaz Ghazi from Dhaka, and you're from now at the moment.
Yes, my name is Mark, and I'm from London, UK, but
That's great.
I'm
That's
currently
great.
living in
At the
Bangkok.
moment, where are you now living? At the moment, where are you not teaching?
I'm living in Thailand, in Bangkok.
That's great. And how long have you been here and teaching the people?
I've been here about 10 years. 10
That's
years.
great. There's a lot of experience, I think so. So,
That's right.
Mark,
Yeah, I kind of specialize in IELTS, so I've been
that's
teaching
great.
IELTS
That's great.
for the
That's
last
great.
10 years. Yeah.
Mark, you know that in Bangladesh, a lot of professional people, those who are the bankers and engineers, there are physicians, a lot of professionals. The
Uh-huh.
problem is that our basic English level is very poor
Okay.
comparative to India, and comparative also the China. And that's why they have the quality, every quality, but they cannot pursue their self by only the lacking of English. You get it?
Okay.
And
Okay.
that's why whenever they are just pursue any IELTS, generally their average score is only 6.5.
Right.
But
Okay.
but they need at least C1 level. That is the Cambridge scale. Huh? That is the
Okay. So,
advanced level.
so sorry, they need the
Starting
level
at level.
7.0, 7.0, yeah?
Right,
Okay.
7.5. That
Okay.
is the advanced level starting. Huh?
Okay.
Starting. But maximum people have not this quality. But if you would like to be very good in international market, you need at least the C1 level.
Of
At
course.
least, at least, but they have not. Because the problem is the basic style is not good, you know. Because that whenever they are also getting the eight in speaking, but sometimes they are telling that I do mistake.
Yeah.
Mistake. Where is it? I make mistake. You know, I
So
do wrong.
where would you say is most people's weakest area? Is it speaking, reading, writing, or listening? Where would you say is the sort of weakest
The
area?
main problem is that they are very weak in writing.
Writing.
Very
Okay.
much weak in writing. In somewhere they are also problem in reading as well.
Okay.
But somewhere in also the speaking. But somebody is very much smart guy. They can speak, but the speaking is level is not so good because they are not good in grammar. You know,
Hmm.
grammar is very important, but they don't feel it that the grammar is very important.
Okay.
That's the problem.
Sure. Yeah.
So that I understood because you know that I have been in Hong Kong 3 years
Hmm.
once. I worked in an immigration farm in Hong Kong. That is a long day, long years ago. And once I was also visited to the Manchester. There I lived there 3 months, so that I
Okay.
have a little bit idea about the native people. Okay, and that's why I'm asking you that the China, the Korea, and the Japan, they are rising only for that because they are interacting with the native people.
Yeah.
You understand?
Of
Because
course.
whenever they are good in English, it does mean they can get the admitted in the Cambridge University or the Oxford or the Harvard or the Ivy League. That is the MIT. You understand?
Uh-huh. I
But
understand. Yeah.
yes, but our students are very good at math, but they are not good in English. But two subject is very important. One is math and another is English. And
Hmm.
so if they have only one lagging, they cannot get the good admission in a Cambridge or the Oxford or Harvard or MIT. Do you get
Okay.
it?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
they need the English. I think that if they can interact with the native people most, the educated native people, they could overcome this situation. Now,
Okay.
please, it is your floor. Please tell me.
Okay, yeah, I agree. So I think with English, it's quite easy to get to intermediate level, but to go beyond intermediate level to upper intermediate and advanced, that is where it's more difficult. Okay, so I think it's easier for Bangladeshi people, and well, any foreign people, it's easy to get to a certain level in English, but getting beyond that level, the learning graph is like that to intermediate, and then it sort of goes like that. It
I
sort of
agree.
goes a bit
I
more
agree. Yes,
shallow
it's a
from
flat.
intermediate to
Very
intermediate.
difficult to rise on.
Yeah,
Yes, you're right.
yes, yes,
Because
yeah,
it's very difficult from B2 level.
yeah,
From B2
exactly.
level to C2 one, C1 is very difficult. Yes,
Hmm.
you're right. You
Of
are
course.
right. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Yes. And what do you think? How do they cope with this situation? What do you think?
Okay. Well, I have a systematic series of books that I use. I mainly use a book called Collins for IELTS, and they have four different books, well, five different books actually, but they have a different book for each unit. So for listening, reading, writing, and speaking. And so I normally use that type of material for people that want to take long-term lessons. So if people are looking to take 25 or 30 lessons, I usually use a textbook. Okay. For people that are looking to take a concentrated amount of lessons in a concentrated amount of time, like maybe 5 or 10 lessons, I will just go through some speaking questions with them, ask them the speaking questions, allow them to answer just like they would in the speaking exam. I will type their answer for them, okay? But when I type it, I will type the correct English version of the answer and then send it in the Skype chat box or Zoom, whatever communication tool we use. And then they can read it back to me and practice giving me the answer like they would do in the exam. After the lesson, they can copy and paste from the Skype chat box into a Microsoft Word document or a Pages document, and they can see the question and the correct answer, and they can learn, look at the grammar and look at the answer that I typed, using the information that they gave me to learn the answer. Okay.
That's great.
For writing, I would give them a writing question for them to do in their own time. But before they started writing, I would give them some ideas about what to write about. So I would give them key bits of vocabulary, key phrases, give them a structure that they should use. And then I would ask them to write the essay themselves and again, type it into Microsoft Word.
Okay, Bugs, I have just one inquiry. You
Sure.
have already mentioned that the structure. I think it's a very important thing for the architecture structure of writing. That is the pattern like that. Structure is very important. But
Yeah.
in Bangladesh, we are habituated. They are just translating from Bangla to English, and that's why they need a lot of time. You need a
Right.
double time.
Okay.
They're wasting that valuable time in here. They are just translating from Bangla to English. You know that it is very difficult because
Yeah.
if the people follow the direct English, and then that time will be the reduced. They can understand it very easily, and then the Bangla or other language will follow them. But they are doing reverse. What do you think about this? What is
Okay.
your comment here?
Obviously when you translate directly from one language to another, it doesn't take into account context. So the context might be taken differently in a foreign language. So just translating directly from one language to another isn't always the best way to go forward in learning. Okay, it's a good start. But it's not the best way to learn because direct translations don't always work.
I
If
mean,
you put something into
it is possible in the early level. It is possible in the early level. It is quite good. But whenever you are in a upper level, might be that you are
Yes.
going to the university level.
Yeah.
That time
Yeah.
it is very much wasting time. What do you think?
Yes, exactly. I mean, have you ever done a translation on Google Translate? Okay, if you use
Right.
Google Translate, you put maybe the Bengal language in the left-hand side, translate to English, and it never translates correctly. The same with Thai to English. If you do English to French, because English and French or Spanish or Italian, they're very similar languages, and so the translation is probably about 80% correct. If you do it Bengal to English, it's never more than 50% correct because
You are. My friend, his name is Rod Michael. Is from the campus. He used to tell me that I told him, Michael, would you tell me that how to just grasp of all sorts of the phrasal verb? And Michael told me, Minas, you know that we never learn it because we are habituated from our childhood. Take off the show. Take off the show. It's a very simple thing. We know it. Why the take of the show? But you are not just memorizing it. It's the double time. You are working the double time. You are like bring about and go through. It's a very simple thing from our childhood, and we are usually use this. He told me, and that time yes, he's right. So that I need not memorize that, and I go through about it. I come up with you right now.
Yes, yeah. So that's the other thing, of course. Phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs are made of individual words. So when you put them together, they have a completely different meaning to the two separate words. Okay.
Right.
So again, phrasal verbs are another, and there's so many phrasal verbs in English as well. But there are
Yes.
so many to learn, and you've got to use them in the correct context as well. If you
Right.
use them out of context,
Right.
then yeah, then it's not so good.
That's good. And what do you think? Whenever I just start up to take up my TOEFL, at first I took my TOEFL, and when I went there to study the TOEFL book, there's a clips or the Zen parents. I saw this is a very simple thing, and they just deliver it very easily. But what I learned from my Bangla book or other thing, my goodness, I have wasted a lot of time. And then I just took it and I feel very nice. And what do you think? Whenever I was speaking with you, can you catch me very easily? What do you think?
Uh-huh.
Thank you. That's great.
Yeah. Okay.
That's great, Mr. Mark. And I think I will just introduce you in our Dhaka market. That is a very
Okay.
nice guy. And how he will go and we organize it. And then furthermore, we'll talk in our internal way.
Okay, that's great. Okay, thank you very
Your
much.
fixing price, your other things, and everything we will discuss. And
Okay.
this video will be your introducing here, and that
Okay.
and that will be the very great. And might be somebody will also contact you. Doesn't matter. If they have the if they're free, okay, they can, no problem. I have no any bar to you. You can.
Okay.
But the problem is that somewhere it is very difficult to control them. It's
Yes.
very control them so that if you just tick,
What about
yeah.
what about internet connection? Internet connection in Bangladesh is reliable?
Almost, yeah.
Almost. Right. Okay. Okay.
Almost.
Okay, that's good.
It's
Because
somewhere,
sometimes,
yeah. It's somewhere
yeah,
is very difficult. It's somewhere
sometimes,
it's difficult. It is difficult, you know.
yeah.
The culture is different, huh? Norm is different, and everything. And somewhere people is easy, but somewhere they need some government permission as well. Sometimes.
Okay.
That is the some problem. And another problem is that the majority of learners cannot speak English fluently or cannot get through you or cannot get you understand. And that's why sometimes misunderstanding would be might be.
Okay.
And that's why
Okay.
I'm here. I'm here, no problem at all. And you are just very good man, and might be you understood me clearly. And
Yeah.
I'm very eager, and I'm very much eager to work with you. And what do you think? Would you like to talk with me and work with me? What is?
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
That's great. So I'm very much happy to talk with you, and conversation is very much friendly and comfortably,
Okay.
and we
Okay.
think that it is possible to go through more, and you have the all feature prices all there in your website.
All of the prices are on my website. Yes. Yeah. I will be increasing my prices soon, because I've not increased my prices for about the last 4 or 5 years. So there will be a slight increase of maybe 10 or 15%, but that, as a rough guide, there are my prices on the website.
And what does your wife does she teach English? Your wife?
No, she does not teach English. No, she works in a cafe.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's great. And that's fine. And number today, huh? And I'm just introduce you, and many people will contact with you, and then we'll fix it, huh? Thank you.
That's great. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay. I'm just stop the recording now. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank